Hello, and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, November 24th, 2015 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I nurture the seated essence of infinite possibilities within me by being open. We've got such an amazing, crazy week this week, astro-wise. Let's see, we're building to a full moon tomorrow. We're building to the Saturn-Neptune square, and we're really going to get caught up in that energy today because we have actually Mercury connecting, conjunct Saturn today, and then Mercury squaring Neptune a little bit later after that. So we're really feeling the essence of this square by, the Mercury energy of it. Let's get started with the moon. We have the moon in Taurus, helping us know our value, helping us move forward, bring forward our talents, be productive in our talents. But we're building to this full moon in Gemini, which, we talked about this so much in GPS, so I'm going to just go into it for a second. But the full moon in Gemini, Gemini shows us, like, the light and dark. It shows us the twins within ourselves that, like, balance off each other. And, there may be some parts of us that's suppressing that part of ourselves that we don't like as much. The part of ourselves that we put on the other twin, like, I'm going to show up as this twin all the time, and that one's not going to even matter. Well, that twin has a voice too. It has essences that you need to look at and explore. And so as we're building to this full moon, we're seeing this pop up in ourselves. And so it's time to take a look at that, honor it, acknowledge it, notice it, so that, so you don't get caught up in it and all the astro that's happening this week. So the moon in Taurus is connecting to Pluto. Pluto's helping shift that structure. And so as you're taking notice of the stuff that's coming up, valuing your process of it, valuing the process of knowing your darkness, you're able to shift your structure. We actually have a grand trine in Earth today. It's not exact, but this is a great time to get grounded as we move into this crazy, in and through this crazy energy. So we also have Mars in Libra, which is in conjunct Neptune. So Neptune's like got its nose in many of the details here. And so Mars in Libra, we want to follow our desires, we want to go in that direction. But Libra can have that essence, like, ooh, am I making everybody happy? And this in conjunct with Neptune, I feel like is saying, stop comparing your life path, your following of desires with everybody else's. We all have our individual paths. And this may feel a little bit wonky. It may not go in alignment with everybody else's. It's okay. Be true to yourself. Be true to that soul essence within you. And so then we have Mercury connecting to Saturn. And I think this really goes with this morality card that I pulled that I'm going to get into. Mercury, our minds are so influenced by everything we've heard. Our minds are so influenced by the teachings of those we put higher than ourselves, like parents, babysitters, teachers along the years, spiritual teachers, people who we just happen to put on pedestals because we think that they know so much more than us. And this connection to Saturn is saying, hey, have you taken on these teachings that don't actually resonate with who you are, that don't actually resonate with a deeper connection to truth within you? I think that deeper connection is the Neptune. But the Neptune connection can also be that have you put kind of your spiritual blinders on and like, oh, this person who I put on this pedestal has said it, so I'm going to trust it. So we have two ways of looking at this. Going deeper within for the knowledge or looking for that validation without. And, this mind energy is going to be really in it. But beyond our beliefs, beyond these things that we've learned, true knowledge lies within. And I think one of the most important things to remember with this is that there's no higher law than love. So if you're putting other things in front of love, then you've got to go within and reevaluate. I also wrote about getting caught up in the shoulds. You may find yourself getting caught up in what other people say you should think, should do, should say. Put all that away. Don't get caught up in the shoulds. What is the law of love within you saying to you? What feels good to you? Trust yourself in this. Trust yourself in this. Trust spirit within you. Get out of the mind stuff and trust spirit within you to help you through this. As we move into, this crazy full moon Gemini and these squares. So, the cards I pulled, morality. We get stuck in these shoulds and shouldn'ts. We get stuck in that. We compare our lives to others. It's so crazy with social media. We see people's lives, like, from what they choose to show us. So, these perfect pictures when somebody's taking a selfie, like, 50 times, like, oh, there's finally one. My family is so wonderful. We see these things, and sometimes we compare ourselves. And, like, I must not be good enough. I'm not doing things right. All the things that we put on ourselves. You gotta let that stuff go. That is not serving you. This is not serving you. This is not who you are. You are your own individual light. You are a light unto the world. Light yourself up. Shine your light. Be authentic to who you are. And trust, the right people will come along. The right situations will come along. Things will still not be perfect because we're not here to be perfect. We're here to have these lessons and work through these things. But trust that path and trust the light within you. Trust it. So that being said, a few more days for $11 off any reading. Email me with your reading choice and I will send you an invoice. And that goes for custom birth chart paintings as well. So have a beautiful Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.